Hello, everyone. Are you gonna stream DreamSMP soon? Sure, yeah, let's do it. Let's go right now. Where is it? Alright, guys, let's go on the DreamSMP. Where am I at? I don't know where I am. The heck? Where am I? Why can't I respawn? Where the muffin am I? Uh-oh. Was I like not supposed to be there? Uh-oh, what was that? Okay. Alright, never mind. Let's not go on the DreamSMP. Let's go back on iPixel. I don't know what that was. I think I was just leaking something. No, it wasn't the wrong server. That was the DreamSMP. It's just some clearly like Callahan or something has something secret on there. I don't know. What was that? Guys, can we not joke about the server ending, please? No, look, that was me. I got memed for that, but like I was looking out for you guys, okay? It had nothing to do with me. What was happening was people were, I think it was like, I don't remember who it was. It was some people on the SMP were like saying like, we're being serious. Like they were being serious and they were not using tone indicators and they were being like, they were acting so serious and they were like, guys, yeah, like we're like shutting the server down. Like we're, I don't know, like saying stuff like that. And I was like, guys, you don't understand the audience. They don't like, they're like, you guys were like depressed on Twitter. This was like years ago. And I was like, guys, can we please not? That's why I sent that message. So everyone clowned me for that. But like, look, you should be clowning yourselves if you're clowning somebody. Because I was looking out for you guys. I was like, guys, people are getting sad. Like, don't joke about that. Did you enjoy meeting George's mom? Yeah, I guess. When will 1v6 Manhunt be available to watch? I don't know. I want to, I mean, guys, this is the truth. I want to do it whenever I'm good enough to do it and not have it be like really annoying or not entertaining. So there's a couple things I have to consider. Guys, so listen, first of all, Antfrost. Antfrost is way, way, way better than he used to be, right? Everyone's better than they used to be, but I'd say like George is probably like about the same. Awesome Dude's probably like about the same. Bad's probably like maybe a little better, but like around the same. Sapnap's better, a decent amount better, and Ant's like way better. And then like you're adding another person, so it's like, and I'm better now than I was in some ways and worse in other ways, but like I feel like I'm better overall by a good margin. But like that's not. It's like you're saying 500. Like I guess the 500s was like easy. So anyway, I think that there's multiple things there I have to think about. I have to make sure that I'm good enough, and so I want to do a bunch of training stuff. Any thoughts on Jack Manifold's comments on you? Oh, that was funny. I don't think he's being serious. At least that was my interpretation. Maybe he is. I don't know. But I feel like there's no way he's being serious. This is you want the play-by-play? This is the play-by-play. I'm in the bathroom. I came out of the bathroom stall. He was by the sink. And I laughed. I was like, well, you know, or something. I don't know. It was just like I said something. I don't remember what I said. I just like, I thought it was hilarious. Like I walked up and I saw him. I was like, he's mid washing his hands. I was like, oh my God, this is funny. Like, this is hilarious. We're like forced to, like, I'm going to have to go stand right next to him. And he's like, still has to like he has to finish washing his hands, then dry his hands. Like he's stuck here. And I was just I chuckled and I said, how's your VidCon? And he said, good. I said, oh, good. I said, I heard you met my sister. And he went, yeah. And I said, oh, I joked with her that you were going to talk about it on your podcast. And then he went, oh, no. Like, I wouldn't do that. Like there's lines, there's lines. And I was like, no, I mean, I wouldn't care. I was just like joking. And then he said, What did he reply to that? I don't remember. I think he just said like, I don't know, hope the rest of your VidCon's good or something. I was like, yeah, you too, cheers. Yeah, whatever. Walked out of the bathroom. And that was it. That was the entire interaction. But I walked out and I sat down with George and others, and the first was out of my mouth, I went, guess who I met in the bathroom? They were like, who? And I was like, Jack Manifold. And they were like, wow, what happened? And I was like, it was pleasant. It was fine. This is normal. It's a normal conversation. I said, I told them that. I just said, yeah, I said, you met Trista. But yeah, that was it. That was the entire extent of the conversation. I don't remember what he said on the podcast, but I mean, it's just for like clicks and shit. Too little for a 1 hour video. Oh, they didn't talk about it for an hour. Didn't they only talk about it for like 5 minutes or something? I don't remember. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched whatever clip I saw. I definitely didn't confront him though. I wasn't confronting him about that. I don't think he was being serious when he said that. But if he was, then he's just actually misunderstanding my tone, I guess. But I don't think so. I just feel like there's no way. Like, it was such a normal, like, I think because I said it would be like, I was like, I wouldn't care. Like, if it was like said on the podcast, I think that's why he talked about it. Like, I mean, I guess maybe I'm just giving them too much credit, but I don't think so. I think it's normal. I think it was a casual, like, mention. Title and thumbnailing it is funny, but, like, I mean, I feel like generally that's what you do. You title and thumbnail something based on what the most, like, clickable moment was, and that was probably the most clickable moment they talked about, I assume. It was funny. Did your mom and George's mom meet? Yes, they did. We all went to Topgolf. When's 1v1 with Technodad happening? I don't know, but I think I'm gonna do a stream this weekend training my dad. Like, not really training him, but I mean training him, but like it's not gonna be too try hard. But you post the video of you and Sapnap sparring now that the event is canceled. I don't really want to. I just think I like, I don't know, it's just kind of stupid looking. Like, I've literally never thrown a punch. I mean, maybe. I don't necessarily. I'll think about it. Like, maybe we can spar again, but on stream. It's okay if you lost, bro. So like, I don't really think I lost. Like, I think it was like, I just, like, I don't know how to fight, and I'm like much taller and I have longer arms than Sapnap. So, like, I hit him a lot and he hit me a decent amount too. But it wasn't like, I don't know. He only got like 1 or 2 like good hits on me, but I don't think it was a good, like, I don't think it was entertaining, and it was like, it wasn't in the boxing thing, it was just in the garage. So if he broke your wrist, I fear you lost. He didn't break my wrist. Like, I was punching stupid. Like, I hurt my own wrist. It'd be stupid. Did you know he sparred with your dad? Yeah, I was there. He also lied. He said he never hit my dad back. He hit my dad sometimes. Like, they did 3 rounds, I think. And like the first 2 rounds he didn't hit him at all, but then the last one he hit him some. But it was mostly like instinctual. Like, he was like hitting back, and he was allowed to hit his body. He wasn't allowed to hit his head. So he was hitting his body, but not his head. What coding languages do you know / use? Well, I mean, primarily Java and C++. Java primarily, C++ secondary. I feel like I can read and edit JavaScript and Python. I can write probably HTML, or at least some, and definitely can edit HTML. What else? I don't know. I think JavaScript was just mentioned. I can definitely read JavaScript. I don't know about read it and edit it. That's primarily it. But I feel like for me now, it's like coding. Most coding languages are like, once you know, like Java, C++, and then like understanding Python, HTML, JavaScript. Like, once you have an understanding of the like everything. It's like I feel like almost any coding language I could pick up, like it would take me a month or something. Fusion uses C++. Yeah, Fusion is primarily C++. What's the difference in the languages of code? What is the purpose? That's a great question, actually. It's a very like intriguing question. I feel like you'd kind of say the same thing with like English versus like actual languages, right? It's kind of the same thing. Like, you know, why is there, I don't know, Chinese whenever you have English? And it's like, well, they like originated from different places, right? Like they like, I don't know, Java, whoever made Java and C++, they're like different and they had different purposes maybe. And like they're different. Like they have differences between how they work, what operating systems they like best are compatible with, et cetera, et cetera. So I feel like it's just like, it's kind of actually like normal language. Like there's not really like a clear reason for it. It's just like not one person didn't invent code and just be like, I now have the only coding language. It's like different people made different ways of coding and then for different purposes. Like HTML is for like browsers, like websites, and I don't know. There's different like purposes for different coding languages. How long have you been coding for? I don't know, I guess since I was pretty young. I mean, when I was like 14, 15 or something, maybe even sooner than that. Maybe I was 14. I was in middle school. In my French classes, we were like had to use Rosetta Stone on the computer. And I just like picked a desk that was like facing away from the teacher, and I would just like I would code websites in Notepad, in HTML, because I was learning it. And that was when I was in middle school. So that was the first language I ever messed around with. And I used to write, because I didn't have a computer, so I would write. I still have some of my writings. I would write like physically with a pencil HTML code in my notebook when I was like 14. Which is so stupid. Like it doesn't make any sense, but I would just do it because I was like practicing. And then obviously I learned to code Java later to do Minecraft stuff. All right, well, I'm gonna end my stream. I gotta go to bed soon. Good night. Bye bye.